Hey everybody, welcome back to the second video for today. Let's get right into Whole Lake, which is a very dumb name for a level in my opinion. But you'll have a lot of that in this game. Now, with this opening sequence, we get to see what I was mentioning earlier, or not earlier, in the last video, with what that thing that robot gave us. It's part of the, I think, bomber badge is what he said it was. And it's almost like a it's almost like a vehicle, in that, well, I'll just let the cutscene explain it. So you can kind of see what I meant. It's almost like it's its own separate vehicle. And in this particular case, it allows Bomberman to swim. Technically, I mean, he's not really swimming as much as he's propelling, but you get the idea. I mean, we're getting into specifics here. It's pretty simple though, and it's one of the main attractions to the game, in that you have these different vehicles to get these through these different gaming environments. It provides you with some genuinely different gaming experiences as far as platforming is concerned. So I got these little bastards that like to blow up on us, and however, you do get points for destroying them, which is pretty neat. The game doesn't exactly require you to destroy them, but it does. I mean, because that would be kind of cruel to the fact that they destroy themselves anyway. I mean, it'd be kind of hard to pull that off for every single one. Yeah, I think this column is destructible. What's the word? Woo. Bam! Just beat that thing to it. Unfortunately, though, truth be told, I'm really not too big on these particular levels, these underwater levels. They're cool, don't get me wrong, and they are very. I think that the experience itself is pretty cool. The whole environment itself is a really cool idea. However, I don't know if they pulled it off that well. There's so many. At least, well, I don't know. I really can't say it. No, for sure. But for every level, but it seems like that the point requirements are always seem to be really demanding for these levels. And as a result, you have a lot of stuff that you have to backtrack in order to find, which kind of slows down the game as a whole. I mean, there are a lot of times where you'll see me backtrack, like doing that little thing, so I can go back to grab something that I missed, so that I can ensure that I get 5 out of 5. It just slows things down. It just seems like they could have made things a little bit more streamlined. They could have made it a little bit easier to deal with. I mean, why place things like that on two complete opposite ends of the screen, you know, or not the screen of each side? It just doesn't make sense. Not only that, but they require you to get all these things in order for you to get a 5 out of 5. The only exception, of course, being those enemies that like to explode. I mean, granted, you could kill a bunch of those and skip a bunch of the items, but there's no way of telling how many of those you've killed unless you're keeping track throughout the whole time. I don't know. It just seems a little much. I'm gonna go ahead and keep going. I think I missed something, but I am gonna go ahead and assume that I have enough of them, and I've killed enough of those exploding things to compensate. Like I said, it just slows things down. They could have made it so that you could at least skip some things, or the things that you're required to get are all at least in a more user-friendly track, so to speak. As usual, I'm having to talk while playing this game, and I think I've gotten better at it over the months. I still feel myself kind of rambling as time goes on. Oh, come on. Note that the bombs that you're using when in this mode are sort of act as torpedoes, and they home in on your enemies. However, the homing itself isn't perfect, which is fair. I think it wouldn't expect it to always hit perfect. Like right there, I didn't even try. In fact, it's going after the one on top, which you can't hit just yet. This is sort of like a mini boss. No, don't attack that one. Attack that one. There you go. Now you can attack the big guy. and I like how he expresses taking damage. It just shakes violently. Is he taking damage, or is he just having a seizure? Oh, and I got 800 over because I killed all those enemies, which is pretty nice. The exploding enemies. But as a result, that took how long? But about almost 5 minutes, almost half a video on that one level. So you see what I mean? It's just long and redundant. But now we have a normal level, so a normal level with some interesting enemies. Red things that like to inflict themselves, and big bombs that, whoops, that act as enemies because you get points for destroying them. Even if, though they go off and kill another enemy, you get the points for that as well. Yeah. Another little rainbow gem down there, same, or not gem, but diamond, I guess. Same as before, doesn't give you any gem points or anything, just serves as raw points. Ouch, to add to your score. Truth be told, they probably could have, instead of requiring so much value in items like that, they probably could have spent those points on additional power-ups or making the levels a little bit longer with more enemies and stuff like that. I don't know. It all depends on, I guess, how much they were given for each level. I'm sure memory limits for the N64 were very real back in the day, and from what I understand, programmers had some troubles with working with what Nintendo gave them as far as hardware limits and stuff like that. So you'll end up with cases like this where you have small, cramped levels with a lot of points. So I don't know. It's not exactly the best, but I don't know. I guess this might be an example of just having the game programmers working with what they were given. Nowadays, this probably wouldn't fly, though. Oh, what am I doing? I have to put a bomb down there. What am I even talking about? I start talking about programming and all that stuff, and I start to lose track of things. No! Oh, well. Obviously, I can just climb up this way. No loss. Oh, shit. Smooth. Now notice that I could have taken the exit back there, but there are additional points this way, and I'm feeling frisky, so which is not creepy at all. I think there's an additional exit this way though, so I tend to take that one. Ooh, health. Don't mind if I do. Oh my god. Shit. Hiya. What say you to that, good sir? And ooh, 5500, a nice round number. And hey, look at that, perfect, perfect. Big cannon, what a lame name for a level. Wow, that's stupid. Nah, I'll have to cut it here. I'm sorry. I'm running on I think 8 minutes ish as it is right now. I'd rather not risk it. I hate cutting levels in the mid. Or cutting a video in mid-level, so I'd rather cut my losses. So that'll be it for today. But as I said, there'll be 2 more to come tomorrow, so never fear. But in any case, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope that you've tolerated it thus far. I'm still getting back to the swing of things. I haven't done a new game in a while, so I'm still getting used to it a little bit, but. Guess you can't say I've lost my touch just yet, so in any case, I'll be seeing you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I still can't end the video very well. Thanks for watching, guys.